Club Prime and PolicyBazaar.com.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I have a single demand. Just one demand, no more. A demand that I proudly lead on behalf of every one of the 97 crore Hindus of the country today. That the Congress party, who has an individual whose roots belong in Italy, not in India, and India is 80% Hindu, apologizes to every Hindu in the country today. Because it's no longer a stray comment against Hindus, against our Hindu Dharma. It is no longer a fleeting mention, an incidental abuse by the Congress party. It is an organized campaign, ladies and gentlemen. An organized campaign that I would even say is radical in its attack on the Hindu religion. How dare Mallikarjun Kharge do this? How dare Sonia Gandhi allow this? An organized, coordinated, toxic political strategy that I would even say is designed to promote Hinduphobia among the world. And ladies and gentlemen, this organized, coordinated, vicious tactic of an onslaught against Hindus is not by the fringe. It is being spearheaded by the senior-most dynasts of the I.N.D.I.A. alliance. Dynast number one is Stalin's son, who wants to eradicate the Sanatan Dharma. He says, eradicate Hinduism. Dynast number two is Chidambaram's son, who says Sanatan is a code for caste hierarchies. Dynast number three is the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge's own son, who has effectively now said that the religion of 100 crore Indians, 80% of the country, that our religion is not a religion at all. Kharge says Hinduism is not a religion at all. And aside from that, you have state ministers from Sonia Gandhi's own party, with or without instructions, who are going about questioning Hinduism. What is the origin of Hinduism? But in this toxic concoction of an attack on Hindus by dynast after dynast after dynast, are part of the super core of the Vadra Congress party. One has to expose the biggest dynasty of Indian politics. I say tonight that this Congress party's fancy dress of Hinduism has to be exposed. This charade that Sonia Gandhi and Antonia de Maino, who is herself of Roman Catholic descent, this charade that has built up all these years by the Congress that effectively treats 80% of India as some kind of fancy dress parade that they attend before every election. This has to be exposed, because these are the people who claim to be Janayudhari Hindus one day, identify themselves as Kashmiri Brahmins, Janayudhari Kashmiri Brahmins, and then they say Hinduism must now be eradicated. Are these not the same people who use caste to justify every reservation? Is this not the same Congress party that only and only for years did only the politics of caste? Does Rahul Gandhi have the sense to ask Lalu Prasad Yadav that, Laluji, have you done any other politics apart from caste politics? Nitish Kumar, have you done any other politics apart from caste politics? They want to lecture on caste. And now they sit and say Hinduism is bad because it promotes caste. The biggest castists, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, are these people. These people who use it as political tools, props for an election, sops for a manifesto. And while I remind Sonia Gandhi and Tonia de Maino tonight that she's the same person who 1 year after being made Congress president had made the same Congress pass a resolution saying, and I quote, Hinduism is the most effective guarantor of secularism in India, unquote. I want to remind Sonia Gandhi, she should know this. She should know this. And the last time I questioned her silence on the attack on sadhus, the killing of sadhus in Palghar, she sent her goons to attack me, but I will still ask her that people of India will not forgive this unbridled attack on the Hindu religion. Because Hindus are proud, Hindus are devout, and Hindus are also assertive, and they have a right to be assertive. Because the people of India will ask tonight, what is this radical Hindu hate about? What kind of new appeasement politics, extreme appeasement politics, is the Congress party trying to get by calling for the eradication and eviction of the Sanatan Dharma of Hinduism? And more importantly, let me be very blunt, would Sonia Gandhi allow such an attack on her own religion? Would Mallikarjun Kharge allow such an attack on his own religion? Would Udayanidhi Stalin allow such an attack on his own religion? Would Mehbooba Mufti allow such an attack on her own religion? And if not, then why on our religion? What kind of secularism is this? And they say, Mohabbat ki dukaan. Who is Sonia Gandhi's Congress party trying to appease at all with this outrightly radical attack on the Hindu faith? In that answer, in my opinion, lies the fate of the I.N.D.I.A 2024 fortunes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the biggest issue before the election. Apologize or pay the price. This is an issue which people have a right to speak about and be vocal about. It's debate number 1 tonight, viewers. I'd like to hear your response. Debate number 1. And debate number 2 this evening. Continuing debate number 1. And debate number 3 this evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Jaishankar gives it back, it's time to reclaim Bharat and remember our civilizational heritage. And here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight.
अगर उनको लगता है कि उनके धर्म में ऐसा नहीं है तो वो उनका प्रॉब्लम है, मेरा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मेरा धर्म तो संविधान है. So if UP has a problem, I don't see it to be mine.
The Congress president's son leads the Hindu hate campaign, comparing Sanatan with diseases and showing no remorse. From the Congress, the Vadra Congress, to their ally, the DMK, it is Hindu hate all the way. Hinduphobia is the I.N.D.I.A blank for 2024. On the issue of the Sanatan insult, the Prime Minister asked his cabinet ministers to strongly counter the opposition's hate campaign with facts. Hindus across the world are demanding an apology from the Vadra Congress and the DMK for their repeated abuse of the Hindu community. From dinner invites to badges, it's Bharat all the way at G20 as India reclaims its heritage and civilizational identity. And in a prelude to G20, Prime Minister Modi is all set to attend the ASEAN summit in Jakarta. And ladies and gentlemen, the core team of the Congress party has started spearheading a planned, concerted, vicious, malicious attack on the Hindu religion in coordination with its allies. This is a well thought out plan ahead of the 2024 elections, and the plan is described in 2 words, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 words. And I call it extreme appeasement. Extreme appeasement. Here is what is happening in day 3 of this sustained and vicious attack on the Sanatan Dharma, only for politics. An attack on Hinduism, with these parties saying Hinduism should be eradicated, removed, not exist. This fascist approach is their plan for 2024, and you have to decide which way to vote the way things are going. Let's debate.
It's the biggest, most open attack on Hinduism. From calling for the eradication of Sanatan Dharma.
இந்த மாநாட்டுடைய தலைப்பே மிகவும் சிறப்பாக அமைந்திருக்கின்றது. சனாதன எதிர்ப்பு மாநாடு என்று போடாமல் சனாதன ஒழிப்பு மாநாடு என்றும் நீங்கள் இதை போட்டிருக்கிறீர்கள், இதை அழைத்திருக்கிறீர்கள், இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு பெயரிட்டீர்கள். அதற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்கள். சிலவற்றை நாம் ஒழிக்கத்தான் வேண்டும், எதிர்க்க முடியாது. கொசு, டெங்கு காய்ச்சல், மலேரியா, கொரோனா, இதையெல்லாம் நம்ம எதிர்க்கக்கூடாது, ஒழித்து கட்ட வேண்டும். அப்படிதான் இந்த சனாதனம்.
To attacking Hinduism in the guise of opposing casteism.
Any religion that does not ensure that you have the dignity of being a human being is not a religion, according to me. Any religion which does not give you equal rights, does not treat you like humans, is not a religion. So it's as good as a disease.
And then brazening it out.
No question of apology. Somebody's apology to me? They're demanding your apology. No, sorry.
And choosing to add further insult to entire states in the process.
अगर उनको लगता है कि उनके धर्म में ऐसा नहीं है तो वो उनका प्रॉब्लम है, मेरा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मेरा धर्म तो संविधान है. Constitution is my religion, as simple as that. So if UP has a problem, I don't see it to be mine.
It's concerted.
ಬಡತನದಿಂದ ಬಂದರು ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವ ಗಮನಿಸುವಂತ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆದರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅವರು ಬಡ ಕುಟುಂಬದಿಂದ ಬಂದಂತವರು ಏನನ್ನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
And institutional. The Congress and the DMK, the I.N.D.I.A alliance's biggest 2 members in the Lok Sabha, have launched a flagrant attack on the faith followed by 1.2 billion people. But the opposition's bid to make Hinduphobia its election plank is being fought back fiercely, with the Prime Minister leading the way.
While speaking to his Council of Ministers, Prime Minister is said to have told his colleagues to be on the offensive on the issue of Udaynidhi Stalin's annihilate Sanatan comments. The opposition has taken a position from which it would not be easy for them to extricate themselves, and hence the BJP should be pulling no punches, is what the ministers were told.
The BJP has pointed its fingers directly in the Congress's direction, calling the party the kingpin of the conspiracy against Hinduism and Sanatan Dharma.
They want to come to power at the cost of not only unity of the nation, even the social fabric, which is there, very peaceful social fabric there in this country. At the cost of social fabric, they are trying to promote themselves to come to power.
Today, the Congress and Rahul Gandhi must explain what is their position on Udaynidhi Stalin's statement vis-a-vis the Constitution of India. Do these dynasty parties believe that the Constitution only works when it is required for them and convenient for them and does not work for any other faith or any other person who opposes them?
From Hindu terror then to must eradicate Sanatan Dharma now, the pattern of extreme appeasement has given the 2024 elections a completely different turn. And the demand for the Congress's top brass to apologize is reaching a crescendo. Let's debate.
And I welcome everyone, including the newly minted national spokesperson of the BJP, Tuhin Sinha, who's just taken over the role today. Congratulations, Tuhin. Rashmi Samant, Karan Verma, Anish Karan Bhandari are on one side. And we have with us Romesh Sabarwal of the All India Congress Committee, Vivek Srivastava, political analyst of the CPI. We have Dharamveer Chaudhary ji, spokesperson of the Bahujan Samaj Party. And we have Nikhil Jain, who is an advocate and political analyst, anti-BJP. Thank you very much. And I want to begin by saying to everyone today that, of course, Hindus must demand an apology. I think the whole country must demand an apology. I think this is a very fascist campaign. The approach is very, very, I would say, Hitler-like, where you speak ill about one community. And it was only Hitler who had done this, where you speak ill about one community and then you demand the removal of the community, the eradication of the community, which can only happen with the eradication of the people. And the eradication...
Double down on that. Yeah. Double down on that.
So I said, you can only... Allow me to complete, sir. We are hurt today. I'm a Hindu, I'm hurt. But I'm a Hindu, I'm proud. I'm a Hindu, I'm hurt, but I'm a Hindu, I'm vocal. I'm a Hindu, I'm hurt, but I'm a Hindu and I will be very persistent. And I think we must be very persistent in this matter. Should we let go? Should we let go, Karan?
Arnab.
Or should we double down on this? Should we make this a big issue? I say let's make it a big issue. You cannot in this country say you must eradicate 100 crore people. That's calling for genocide in my view.
It is an absolute call for genocide.
It's a call for the genocide of Hindus. It is nothing but a call for the genocide of Hindus. It is genocidal hate thought. It will not be allowed. 100 crore Hindus cannot be wiped out from the soil of this country.
Not at all.
That is the simple and clear attempt out here. And it will be fought. It will be opposed at every step with pride and confidence. It will be opposed, and we demand an apology. We demand an apology, Mr. Kharge. Mr. Kharge would not have said this about his own religion. I want to ask you, Mr. Sabarwal, would Sonia Gandhi, I'm very calmly saying, Sonia Gandhi, whose original name is Antonia de Maino, would Sonia Gandhi Antonia Maino ask or allow for the eradication of Christianity? I want to know how she would react, or I want to know how you would react. If Karan was to call for the eradication of Christianity or Islam or any religion, how would you react? Which is why Himanta Biswa Sarma is completely correct. In this country, you must abuse every religion. You cannot abuse any religion, but you must consistently abuse Hinduism to make radical segments of other religions happy. So shame on what is going on out here, and I think this has crossed all limits. You want to start with an apology?
Arnab,
apologize.
We are too Hindu, and we are Hindu. We want to, in our next birth, also we want to become Hindu. Sonia ji is also Hindu. After the marriage, she is also Hindu.
Sonia Gandhi is Hindu?
Yes.
Sonia Gandhi is Hindu.
After the marriage, she's a Hindu.
She's a Hindu.
After marriage,
no, I'm not making a judgment. I'm saying, is Sonia Gandhi Roman Catholic or Hindu? Is she Roman Catholic or Hindu?
She's Hindu.
I'm not making any judgment.
She's Hindu.
No. Are you sure she's Hindu? She's not a Roman Catholic.
Is it important?
No, it is important.
No, she's Hindu.
Why is it
It is important. I'll tell you why it's important. Because if she's Christian, she would not allow this attack on Christianity.
It's not important.
We'll check that out. That's not the issue. But the question is, question is, would Sonia Gandhi, 1 minute, would Sonia Gandhi allow this to be said about Roman Catholics or Christians or any other religion? Would she?
on record saying,
We demand an apology. We demand an apology.
मंदिर जाते हैं लड़की छेड़ने के लिए। राहुल गांधी has said, मंदिर जाते हैं लड़की छेड़ने के लिए। हिंदू आतंकवाद। Hindu is like ISIS and Boko Haram. This is Congress. भगवा आतंकवाद. Who said that? Who has said? Rahul Gandhi has said. मंदिर जाते हैं लड़की छेड़ने के लिए। Why is Rahul Gandhi not criticizing what Stalin has said? Why is Rahul Gandhi not criticizing what Karti Chidambaram has said? Why is Rahul Gandhi not criticizing what Priyank Kharge has said? Do you have the guts to criticize that?
And ladies and gentlemen, let me add some historical context to the debate. And I call upon every single person in this country to demand an apology. For if there is no apology, then remember, we are encouraging a call for genocide.
No,
if there is no apology, you know, Hitler never said, let me tell you,
what does eradication mean?
What does eradication mean? You say eradicate, you say eradicate Hinduism, which means you are calling for the eradication of Hindus. Hindus have a right to exist. Hindus have a right to pray. Hindus are intrinsic to this land. Hinduism will not be eradicated. Hinduism will stay. The soul of this country is in Hinduism. Hinduism is best for the Congress. The sole guarantor of secularism in this country. This is enough. Now, Rashmi is on the debate. Hinduism will stay. Hinduism will not be eradicated. Hinduism will not be removed. Hinduism will not be abused. Hinduism will not be called names. Hinduism will not be attacked.
Portuguese word.
Arnab, play his statement right now. Have your production play the statement right now.
I asked
Madam, let the production play the statement.
Now, Nikhil, be quiet because Rashmi is responding. We'll have one after the other. Rashmi should be allowed to make up.
Goes to Sanatan Abolition Conference, where the major theme is weapon to destroy Sanatan Dharma, and he makes this conference. He made this statement in Sanatan Abolition Conference.
Let him speak.
If you do not know the context about
let her speak. Don't interrupt her. Don't interrupt. I want people to hear her. I want people to hear Rashmi. Rashmi must be allowed to speak. Rashmi cannot be made to keep quiet. You cannot have this fascist Hitler-like approach towards all Hindus in this country. She is a proud Hindu and she has as much right to feel enraged as anyone else can be. You must understand what's going on here.
Tell us, madam, tell us.
You ask us today, all of you people were supported by us in the case of Nupur Sharma. But in this case, you've crossed all limits.
I am saying here today,
Sonia Gandhi must end her silence.
But I want the right to
Sonia Gandhi must end her
See,
silence.
Udayanidhi Stalin goes to that conference. That itself means he's legitimizing the demolition, the abolition of Sanatan. He then goes on to speak at a conference whose major theme is weapon to destroy Sanatan Dharma. If you care to read, you will find out the context. So as to where, but he's part of the India Alliance. He's a part of the India Alliance. Priyank Kharge is the son of the president. So are you ashamed of what your party men are saying? Are you ashamed of what your party men are saying?
The Congress party should be ashamed.
Priyank Kharge is the son of the president.
Tell me one thing. Tell me one.
Arnab will never forgive them. No self-respecting Hindu will ever forgive you. No self-respecting Hindu will ever forgive you.
I tell you, what has happened is, one minute, Nikhil, no, there are others who have not spoken. I'd like to bring in Tuhin also into the debate. I just wish to ask a very straight question before that, if you hear me. Let me explain. Rahul Gandhi doesn't know much about history anyway. He has to be taught. My personal experience was not that he was a man of great depth. But having said that, I want to ask Rahul Gandhi to see the similarities between the comments that are being supported by his friend Karti Chidambaram and other Congress leaders and the Congress president's son as well in detail and compare it to the comments of Hitler.
No, I thought.
Let me complete. Yeah. Let me complete, sir.
Where does Hitler?
I am good in history.
Yes, but
okay. I am good in history, and let me tell you why.
Your understanding of fascism is not very correct.
I am good in history.
We communists fought the fascists. We fought Hitler.
We defeated him. World War II. I think your history is weak.
I think you know nothing about history. I'll tell you why.
Your history is weak.
Because
there's no reason to laugh.
First of all,
if it was not for Stalin or for the communists then, this fascist government of Hitler won't have survived.
Just 1 minute.
And this fascist government of India, and this fascist government of India, this will go. Next year it will go. I.N.D.I.A will come. And there will be an end of fascism in this country. The Hindu supremacy, the Brahmanical supremacy, the fascism that you are standing for, Mr. Karan Verma, this is going to go.
Will tell us about fascism and democracy.
Yes.
Look at the genocide.
It is the Stalinists who saved the world then.
Dalits, the left did near the Sundarbans.
I want to get the others also into the debate.
Yeah.
On 16th of September, Adolf Hitler issued his first written statement on what was called the Jewish question. Like Udaynidhi and Congress party want to eradicate Hindus.
No, like
Hitler, will you not interrupt me, please?
Like the Sangh
will you not
Parivar
interrupt me, please? Just
Muslims.
because I'm intellectually
okay.
more alive than you doesn't mean that you should have a complex vis-a-vis me. My question is this: he gave his first written statement on the issue.
Is what you're doing with the Muslims in India.
He gave his.
Your Hindu supremacist.
Can you allow me to complete my point? Can you allow me to complete my point? I'm asking you to listen to me. And let me tell you what Hitler has said. Let me tell you what Hitler has said.
That is fascism.
Let me tell you, and the viewers will decide. The viewers will decide if my comparison is right or wrong. The viewer of the Republic will decide whether the comparison is right or wrong. You are nobody to decide. For I know this. And by the way, let me tell you. In 1919, Hitler issued his first written statement on the issue called the Jewish question. You know what he said? He said Jews, as a race, are like tuberculosis of the people. Udaynidhi Stalin says, Hindus, as a faith, are like dengue, are like corona. Do you see the similarity? Can you let me complete? Can you let me complete? Viewers, can you see the similarity? Viewers, are you listening to me? Viewers, are you listening to me? Viewers, are you listening to me on this? Let me just complete what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Let me complete what I'm saying. For good things must bring people together, not evil. And when people come and say we must come together to eradicate people, it reminds me of what Hitler wrote. Hitler said, in 1 minute, don't interrupt.
No, Hitler said, the enemy of the nation is the Jews and the communists.
Hitler wrote.
And this Hindutva brigade says the enemy of the nation are the Muslims and the communists. That is the similarity.
Can you stop taking out your frustration on me because your leader Xi Jinping is not coming to India?
That is the reality.
My question is, Hitler wrote that, and I quote, the ultimate goal must definitely be, the ultimate goal according to Hitler must be the removal of Jews altogether. He said Jews must be eradicated.
Yes.
And today, these leaders of the I.N.D.I.A are saying Hindus must be eradicated. You don't see the similarity there. They said Jews must be eradicated. You say Hindus should be eradicated. I demand an apology. The game is up. You apologize. These are the words of Hitler being repeated. These are the words of Hitler being repeated in the context. Hindus will not be eradicated. Hindus are speaking up on this. Ramesh Sabharwal explained.
Hindu supremacy.
I say this,
and the fascist government of India will go in 2024. The fascist designs, which is anti-Muslim, Hitler said,
I want to tell
the real enemies of the country are the Jews and the communists.
Let me ask you.
And the Hindu brigade says the enemy of the country are the Muslims and the communists. That is the similarity. When Govalkar visited Mussolini,
sit down.
And they borrowed the black caps. That is the similarity.
Sit down. Let me tell you. See, you can have any religion. No, 1 minute. But if the premise of any religion is hating Hinduism, hate cannot be and is not the premise of any religion. The problem, Dharamveer ji, ये नेता लोग जो है, ये इसमें अपनी पॉलिटिक्स लेके आते हैं. धर्म हम कुछ नहीं समझते. ये बुद्धिज्म, सिखिज्म कुछ नहीं समझते. ये बस हिंदू हेट लाने के लिए लोगों को प्रेरणा देते हैं कि चलिए एक साथ आते हैं और हिंदुइज्म के खिलाफ बोलते हैं. जिस तरीके से हिटलर ने जूस के खिलाफ बोला था, एंड हिटलर ने कहा था, और मैं आपको, आई एम रीडिंग आउट यू, हिटलर सेड the Jew was and always is a parasite in the body of other people. Therefore, the Jews must be eradicated. Udaynidhi Stalin is saying and Congress is defending, saying Sanatan Dharma are like bloodsucker mosquitoes.
Who said that?
Hitler said parasites. Udaynidhi Stalin, supported by the Congress, says dengue. And I say that my religion is not a disease, sir. I'm sorry, धर्मवीर जी, बहुत हो चुका है, बहुत ज्यादा हो गया है, और जब तक इस देश में लोग सामने आके इसको अपोज नहीं करेंगे, इस पर बोलेंगे, इस पर आप दलित पॉलिटिक्स मत कीजिए, आपको दलित पॉलिटिक्स करनी है, आप कीजिए, मगर आपकी हिम्मत कैसे हुई सनातन धर्म के खिलाफ
बैकवर्डों की आवाज को मत दबाइए, नहीं दबेगी।
I am saying by the section, we demand an apology.
You killed Dalits.
I want to bring in Dharamveer ji and then Tuhin on the debate. Dharamveer and Tuhin.
अर्नब जी, देखिए, इस देश में किसी के धर्म को अपमानित करने का अधिकार किसी को नहीं है।
तो फिर क्यों हो रहा है?
मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
नहीं, अधिकार तो नहीं है, मगर उनकी सरकार है।
मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
उनके तमिलनाडु में किसने उनके खिलाफ केस की? अपमान किया गया कि नहीं? आप मुझे बताइए, अपमान किया गया कि नहीं?
लेकिन मैं
अपमान किया गया कि नहीं? धर्मवीर जी, आप बताइए।
धर्म के ठेकेदारों से ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, उसमें आप भी शामिल हैं, और जो ये भगवाधारी
मैं आपको पहले कहना चाहता हूं, अपने शब्दों पे संयम रखिए। मेरे नहीं, आपकी कोई यू हैव नो राइट टू से कि मैं हिंदू धर्म का ठेकेदार हूं। आप भी किसी धर्म के ठेकेदार नहीं है, ना ही मैं हूं। आप ऐसे शब्दों का प्रयोग ना करें, ये आदत बन चुकी है इस देश में लोगों की इस तरह की भाषा का प्रयोग करने का। धर्मवीर जी,
मैं हिंदू होने पर गर्व करता हूं, लेकिन मुझे आप बोलने दीजिए। ये जो 3000 साल की वर्ण व्यवस्था है, जिसमें आप दलितों से नफरत करते हैं, जिसमें आप जानवरों और पेड़ों की पूजा करते हैं, लेकिन दलित को आप मूंछ रखने पर प्रताड़ित करते हैं, जिसमें आप घोड़े पर बैठने पर प्रताड़ित करते हैं, जिसके मध्य प्रदेश की सरकार में जिनके ऊपर मूता जाता है, तो ये सनातन धर्मी कहाँ चले जाते हैं? जब हाथरस में एक बेटी के साथ में एक बलात्कार होता है, जब यहाँ पर शरण सिंह के खिलाफ पहलवान बेटियां बैठती हैं, तब ये धर्म के ठेकेदार कहाँ चले जाते हैं? वो सनातनी नहीं है क्या? ये जो हाथरस में बेटी जलाती गई, ये सनातनी नहीं थी क्या? ये दलित समाज के लोग सनातनी नहीं है क्या? ये हिंदू नहीं है? ये हिंदू धर्म के ठेकेदारों ने इस धर्म का बेड़ा गर्क कर दिया है, और टीवी की डिबेट में आकर के लोग चटकारा करके इस बात को प्रचारित करते हैं कि स्टालिन ने क्या किया। मैं कहता हूँ, भारत का कानून किसी का धर्म की अपमानित करने का ठेका नहीं देता, चाहे कोई स्टालिन हो और चाहे कोई दूसरी पार्टी को नेता हो।
धर्मवीर जी, मैं कुछ कह रहा हूँ आपको। धर्मवीर जी, मैं कुछ कह रहा हूँ आपको। आई एम आस्किंग यू अ क्वेश्चन। धर्मवीर जी, क्या आप जाति पॉलिटिक्स से ठेकेदार हैं? आपको डर है कि जातिवाद खत्म हो जाएगी? आपको डर है कि कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स खत्म हो जाएगी? आपको डर है कि पोस्ट मंडल की पॉलिटिक्स खत्म हो जाएगी? आप कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स करना चाहते हैं, आप पोस्ट पॉलिटिक्स करना चाहते हैं। धर्मवीर जी, आप कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स करना चाहते हैं, आपको जाति की पॉलिटिक्स करनी है, आपको लोगों को भड़काना है, आपको लोगों को तोड़ना है। आप सनातन धर्म के खिलाफ जितना बोलेंगे उतना ही सनातन धर्म आगे बढ़ेगा। आप अपने धर्म को फॉलो कीजिए, मगर आपकी कोई राइट नहीं होती सनातन धर्म के बारे में बोलने के लिए। एंड आई एम सेइंग, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस व्यूअर्स, प्लीज।
दुकान बंद हो चुकी है, बसपा की दुकान बंद हो गई, कास्ट की आपकी राजनीति अब चलेगी नहीं। जाग जाइए।
Tuhin is on the debate now.
जाग जाइए अब।
Tuhin is on the debate. Tuhin is on the debate with Romesh Sabharwal now, please. One minute. Tuhin and Romesh Sabharwal are on the debate. And before both come in, I just wish to make one fundamental point. Remember this, viewers. Whether for the DMK or for the BSP or for the SP or for the Congress, without caste politics, Ishkaran, you all know, they will be finished.
Arnab,
viewers, I'll put it simply, and the younger generation needs to know that. I was speaking to some university students yesterday, and I said that nationalism is the only thing that we need in our country. And this abuse of Hinduism is not accidental. Would you say eradicate Islam because Islam allows polygamy? Would you say that? No. Logical baniye. No. This is. Ramesh ji, आप apologize कीजिए.
People of India were given power to us for 60 years since Arnab.
You will not get any power, sir, when you are saying आप तो भी out of power है ना, अभी और out of power होने के लिए तैयार हो जाइए. आप जब बोल रहे हैं, okay viewers, I'm asking. रमेश जी, आप भूल जाइए. आप भूल देखिए. आप तो मैं तुहिन reply करेंगे. रमेश जी, तुहिन will yes. I'll tell you one thing. Tuhin will reply. Can you be quiet for a minute? But I am putting this to the test out here, and I am asking all viewers before I go to Tuhin. Tuhin, bear with me for a minute. Bear with me for a minute, Tuhin. I am really angry tonight, and I am asking every single proud Indian, assertive Indian, proud Hindu, vocal Hindu, democratic Hindu, assertive Hindu, to say very clearly whether they will vote for a party or a coalition that has taken a promise to eradicate the religion of their fathers and their fathers' fathers and their mothers and their mothers' mothers and their children. And I'm asking you this, let this go to vote. Let this go to vote. Tuhin on the other side, I said 2 versus 2. Tuhin and Ramesh, let this go to vote. Let this go to the vote. Let this go to the vote. You brought religion in politics. Let this go to the vote. Only 2 on the screen now.
I also appeal to people.
Tuhin has not spoken.
Yes.
Tuhin has not spoken, and he will speak, and Ishkaran has not spoken, and he will speak, and both of you will listen, please, kindly, because you've spoken and they haven't.
I've been patiently hearing out all the propaganda, so I please request you to give me 90 seconds of uninterrupted time. Arnab, it is very sad but equally very amusing that at one point of time, a few centuries ago, barbaric wrecks like Aurangzeb and Babur would fantasize about eradicating the Sanatan Dharma, and today you have ignorant, nincompoop dynasts of the Congress Party and the I.N.D.I.A alliance trying to do the same.
No.
But the point over here is that it is the Congress Party led by, please don't come in between.
Who have struggled
Arnab, just because they sit in the studios, they should not be allowed to go ahead with the shouting match.
Let him complete.
Arnab, you need to restrain them.
Let him complete.
You need to restrain them, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, an attempt is being made to stop Tuhin from speaking. Let him speak.
Tuhin should be stopped.
Let him speak, Vivek, after him, please.
The point. No, how dare he say that I should be stopped? Is your studio his fiefdom? Look at the behavior of the communist. Is your studio his fiefdom? He says I should be stopped. Where do you get these people from?
So, bhaiya, talk about the Dalits also.
Let him complete. Vivek, please, chill. You let him speak. It's 40 minutes. He's not spoken. He's not spoken one word on the debate tonight.
His party is anti-Dalit, and we all know it.
It's a genocide of Dalits.
This behavior on your channel is unacceptable.
It's a Hindu supremacist party.
This behavior on your channel is unacceptable. Arnab, the kingpin of this Sanatan hate is the Congress Party led by imported Gandhi family. They are the kingpin of this Hindu hate, and that gets proved because what Priyank Karge has said is merely what he has echoed.
आप धर्मवीर जी और
क्या गाली दिया मैंने?
ये बोलेंगे धर्मवीर और रमेश तुहिन कंटिन्यू
देखिए what Priyank Karge has said what Mallika Arjun Kharge has said a few months ago, it is on record, it is on video. Mallika Arjun Kharge had said that if you elect Modi ji again, you will be strengthening the Sanatan Dharma. So this fundamental hatred goes deep into the Kharge family, and it has been proved today that Mallika Arjun Kharge was made the Congress president because he shares the antipathy for Sanatan Dharma along with the Gandhi family. I can give you multiple instances of Rahul Gandhi where he has been extremely hypocritical on the issue of Hindu hate. Just 2 months ago he went to US and he said he certified IUML as a perfect. Rahul Gandhi is the kingpin of all this. ये मैं दावे के साथ कह रहा हूँ कि ये जो आपके regional alliance partners हैं INDIA alliance के वो merely sidekicks हैं. Rahul Gandhi is the kingpin of the Sanatan hate, and I can give you specific examples. जब वो विदेश में जाते हैं तो IUML को certify करते हैं कि IUML is a perfectly secular party. एक महीने बाद जब IUML procession निकालती है और कहती है कि हिंदुओं को मंदिर के बाहर मारा जाएगा, तो did Rahul Gandhi condemn it? इस तरह से वो शय देते हैं. अरे 2 मिनट क्या आपकी प्रोपेगेंडा को ना थ्वॉट करने के लिए.
is on the debate, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get Ishkaran in, and then I'm getting in some tweets also on this trending debate. Ishkaran,
आपके प्राइम मिनिस्टर मणिपुर क्यों नहीं गए?
Arnab, if I can speak now, I've been waiting patiently.
लोगों की सेवा करना. What is the main of धर्म? लोगों की जनता की सेवा करना.
you want to know the meaning of
What is the
dharma?
point of being on a debate? Arnab, am I to speak?
You very much are to
not
speak.
to speak? Tell me.
बोलिए.
So then you come to me. Now there is a limit of how much patiently I am to listen to propaganda against Sanatan Dharma. It's an important debate. We need to have a serious conversation on this. The fact is, it's not a question of apology. It's a question of survival. There has been, for the last 1,000 years, attempt to eradicate Sanatan Dharma from Khilji to Ghazni to Aurangzeb. आज उनके वंशज कहाँ कौन से स्लम में मिलते हैं किसी को पता भी नहीं. The unfortunate reality is, Mr. Sabharwal, please have patience. The unfortunate reality is we are still seeking apology. There are calls being made for genocide. We saw genocide happening in Kashmir. Can run, convert, or die. We have seen that play out in 90s. What did that happen? That started by slogans like this. And why are you saying that all things are equal? There are people. 1 second, Mr. Sabharwal. 1 second, Mr. Sabharwal. Let me finish. Let me finish. We have seen that happening in Kashmir. We have seen how slogans started with sloganeering. We don't need to go to Hitler. We do not need to go to Hitler.
आप हिंदुइज्म को eradicate क्यों करना चाहते हैं?
This is not the way. This is not the way.
नहीं
Arnab, I need to finish my point. This is not the way. Mr. Sabharwal,
कांग्रेस के नेता, कांग्रेस के नेता ऐसी बातें क्यों कर रहे हैं? आपके कांग्रेस के नेता क्यों बोल रहे हैं? क्यों बोल रहे हैं? कहाँ निंदा किया? ऑफिशियली निंदा कीजिए. ऑफिशियली निंदा कीजिए. ऑफिशियली निंदा कीजिए. निंदा कीजिए ऑफिशियली.
कोई भी किसी धर्म के खिलाफ.
No. What is happening is
उसको निंदा करें.
What is happening is that Congress is very surprised because Hindus have become assertive and vocal. They expect Hindus, Rashmi, to say, okay, abuse us, attack us, lampoon us, try to eradicate us, conspire against us. It's okay. We are Hindus and we will take it lying down. That's the real point. That's the 1 minute. Rashmi.
And the new generation will not do so.
Rashmi, go on. Yes, Rashmi.
Bharat, the new generation of Hindus, and we will not be complacent in the sort of Hindu hate that's been directed towards the community over and over. I do, and I also represent the women here. Okay, and I do believe that this kind of intolerance, caste was formed in 1844. The word caste was formed in 1844. Please stop using new-made words by your colonial masters.
You hate Dalits.
Are you trying to? Do you hate them, Dalits? You hate them. It was your party under which it was a communist.
You hate all these people.
We've been repeating how the Maris are being.
You support Brahminical supremacy in this country? You want?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm asking you. You hate Dalits?
No,
You think Dravids are not equal to Brahmins?
I'll tell you. Do you believe in Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi ji ने क्या कहा था? Mahatma Gandhi said, I am a Sanatani Hindu.
जी महात्मा गांधी
I believe in the. आप बोलेंगे महात्मा गांधी कौन?
नहीं महात्मा गांधी.
Now this is the argument. This is what I've listened to. महात्मा गांधी कौन है? महात्मा गांधी कौन है? He says महात्मा गांधी कौन है? आप इनकी बात भी सुनिए. This is what it's coming down to. सुनिए. Remain quiet while he speaks.
नहीं महात्मा गांधी तो दलितों से प्रेम करते थे. आप क्यों नफरत करते हैं?
I'm sorry. कौन नफरत करते हैं? Why आपकी politics आपकी दुकान बंद हो जाएगी?
One Dravid is trying to raise his voice. And you are all trying to say Hindu.
I'm from South of India. Don't play this Dravidian card here, okay? I'm also from the South of India. Don't start this, South of India, Dravid, this thing, and don't start this regional politics here. Even I can talk about this. Half of my family lives in Tamil Nadu. You can't start this regionalistic.
On the Motorola moment.
You can't start this. You cannot start this divisive politics.
We have Shivram Vaidya who says, how come Hindus within the Congress tolerate these poisonous
We don't tolerate.
And hatred communities from their own alliance parties. This is becoming big for the alliance. And Jagan 601 says, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is the essence of Sanatan Dharma. Those who wish to eradicate it are enemies of mankind. And I finally want to say this. Tuhin, you can comment on this. Gandhi's writings, Young India. Pages 317 to 318. I call myself a Sanatani Hindu because I believe in the Veds, the Upanishads, the Purans, and all that goes in the name of Hindu scriptures. And therefore, in avatars and rebirth, I believe in the Varnashra system in a sense, in my opinion, strictly Vedic, but not in its present popular and crude sense. Mahatma Gandhi, not in its popular and crude sense. I believe in the protection of the cow in as much larger sense than the popular. I do not disbelieve in idol worship. The words of Mahatma Gandhi. Dharamveerji, samjhiye.
Hey Ram,
please don't do this.
Ram Raj,
don't do this. ये चलेगा नहीं, भारत में नहीं चलेगा. हिंदुओं को गाली देना और प्रण लेना कि हम हिंदू धर्म को खत्म कर देंगे. 100 करोड़ लोगों के धर्म को खत्म कर देंगे. किसको फायदा होगा? धर्मवीर जी, there is no India without Hinduism.
The BJP supporters how Mahatma Gandhi felt about Hinduism. And let them also know who they call anti-Hindu.
Okay, I have to close.
अर्नब जी, ये कृष्ण और राम के समय का सनातन धर्म है. ये इतनी जल्दी खत्म होने वाला नहीं है.
यही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ.
सुनिए.
I have to close.
सुनिए.
I have to close.
भगवान राम को धोखा देने वाले लोग. भगवान राम को धोखा देने वाले लोग.
I want to make a very important assertion before you end the show. Arnab, in the last 1 year, Sanatan hate in this country has increased exponentially.
Ladies and gentlemen, too much has gone on in the name of Hindu hate, and it is time for Hindus to rise up and question this. And this cannot be. You cannot caricature the tolerant Hindu. You cannot caricature the tolerant Hindu and say it's okay because it's not okay. And to say it's not okay is also my right. That also comes under 1918. Ladies and gentlemen, this kind of classic Hitler-esque ideas cannot be allowed. I thank you very much, and debate number 2 is coming up on the other side. A few minutes.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education, whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
People of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijay newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.